Okay, nice. We seem to be Gucci. Havertz welcome back to Dergy be playing Underline Last Defense Academy. Just gotta keep practicing and I'll get faster at saying it. In fact, I kind of felt like that was faster than a lot of times. And that commentary will just be easier the more that I work on, okay, how do I string my words together? How do I not be so long-winded about commentary and everything like that. So, last time, we got a bunch of new people, and then the last time I streamed, like you know, I thought I was gonna get a lot of stuff done, but I just got some more cutscenes done, and basically just the lunchroom stuff with them all arguing. I find it interesting that they're so opposed to each other. But I also feel like it's sort of artificial tension that doesn't really feel like it makes much sense. It is just like there because a Danganronpa game needs to have a lot of tension. I don't know. But either way, I'm excited for the new people being here. Especially because, like, I love a couple of them, honestly. I even kind of like Kirara, even though she's annoying, just because, listen, women that just are that assertive and, like, upfront and confident is hot to me, but then, like, you know, she takes it a trillion steps further and is a pompous dickhead, which I don't like, but pompous pumpkinhead, actually, in fact. Oh no, pompous tomato head. I said pumpkin head because her face looks like a jack-o'-lantern. But it's a tomato jack-o'-lantern. A green tomato, even, that for some reason doesn't go bad. I guess it's just a fake tomato. I just have too many, or even ripen. I have too many questions about her. And I think she's hiding her face on purpose. And I'm not sure what to think about that, or what the hell's up with her. But eventually it'll probably be clear. Either way, we got two new places to check out today. And that's, in fact, all I can do here, because if you can see, everyone's just chilling in their rooms. I could poke them, but I kind of doubt anyone would come out. I'm kind of curious now. Because if I go to Darumi's room... By the way, I like that she's next to me, because I like her more than I should, I think. I really do not find a lot of her, you know, normal tropes that great. But listen, I just like crazy women and the fact that she's horny, and that, you know, just me. Okay, no one will answer, I guess. Yeah. So... that just means... So, I think all of our people are just pissed that they are refusing to be out to interact with the other side. The other, the second-to-last students. I'm gonna go here to start with, because it has all my favorite second-to-last students in it. Actually, no. I do quite like that guy. Okay, no, a couple of our people are mixed among this group, but I'm gonna start here because Samurai Lady is my favorite, but I'm not that fond of the dynamic where Kirara keeps... I love how I don't remember the name of my favorite character yet. Oh, brain. Just embracing how much I will forget names at this point. It's nice. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really like the dynamic where Kirara constantly gaslights her about everything, and then no one else does anything about it. Anyway. Okay, no, people try to explain to her that, you know, what the truth is, but, yeah, I know. Anyway. But, so I don't really like that they're both in here, because I'm sure that's why they're both in here, because this conversation will include a lot of gaslighting. I don't really like that. Like, yeah, go ahead, take advantage of the naive girl. Go fuck yourself. Anyway. Again, I kind of like Karara, because I kind of like pompous girls, but her level is, oh... This isn't quite what I was expecting from Metal Shop Classroom. It's more like something you'd find in a military base. Actually, no, did I take metalworking in high school? I think... No, but I knew that there was a metalworking class. Anyway. There are all kinds of deadly-looking weapons lined up. And, okay, it makes sense that that's what the metalworking is here for. There's even a bunch of fucking... Are those literal nuclear bombs over there? Like, is that what that's supposed to be on the left? There are all kinds of deadly-looking weapons lined up, and the air is thick with the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Wait, hold on. Are there literally characters with guns in here? I don't remember someone having a gun yet. Oh, wait, no, yeah. Not Karara, but, not Karua. I forget her name. God, those names are way too similar. But, not Karua there in the middle. I forget her name right now. Her quote-unquote name. So her deal is thinking either clone or brainwashed to have a different identity on purpose in order to perhaps maybe have Himo-Ano? I'm not quite sure, man. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh well. Nozomi, she's here too. I want to hug. I feel like she knows. Or I feel like she at least also is like, wait, hold on. I think I should know him, but I don't. I think that's the real source of her awkwardness. We'll see. But I also don't like that dynamic very much. I just want more character dynamics that I do like. I think that there will be a lot of different character dynamics that will be explored in the other endings, and I'm really excited for those. But anyway. The way the air smells in here really puts me... Oh, wait, why did I not immediately Samurai Girl? Well, I'm like, I want to get a move on right now. That's a lot of what it is. But... Huh? Seriously? You like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know, it's not exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. Yeah, sure. I would not call you that. But the Osuzuki's I would call you a bitch, is what I'd call you. Actually rose to prominence thanks to our involvement with weapons development. Weapons development? Like guns and shit? I don't know, I just feel like adding shit instead of stuff, because I feel like that's funnier. Also, I will never censor my channel, and I don't care what comes of that or doesn't. In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. Interesting. We were what happened to... Why did the "oo" get added? Why would you add syllables to your last name? I've never heard of that in my life. We were small-time arms engineers and gunrunners. We grew the business little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life in the Tokyo residential complex. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to Suzuki. What? Huh? Okay. And the rest is history. Is that how they have to get changed? Shops like this are just as integral to my family's identity as the swanky mansions where we live today. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in our family's illustrious history. I'll create weapons the likes of which the world has never seen and eradicate those pesky invaders once for... Is this where you can, like, make new class weapons for people? Like, upgrades? Like, what else would it be? I guess we'll see.
Before our mighty others flee, great and powerful Osuzuki!
Trapped? Oh! So this is where you make the walls and shit. Well, I don't know about walls. Those are like defenses, but I mean, they might be categorized as traps and stuff like bombs and things like that. Okay, that makes sense. No, I think your class weapons are always gonna be the same. I mean, they're literally the garage for upgrading them. So, and it makes a lot of sense that the garage is used to upgrade them. I just realized that because 2 of the characters have have vehicles as their class weapon. Or his weapon, the motorcycle guy is a big club, but Tsubaki's car is literally her weapon because it has guns on it. Okay, no, yeah, it's another character with guns. I think there's probably others too, but yeah. Pet development is unlocked, you can access it during your free time. The invaders will rue the day they crossed in Osuzuki. Man, I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? Maybe you should tell that. I'm not sure I'm glad she's on our side, but maybe you should tell that to those friends of yours too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. If they all commit seppuku 3 times in quick succession, I might forgive them for their insolence. They give the ritual suicide demands. I'm still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. Yeah, no, like, I don't think... Well, okay, wait. Don't we frickin'... Don't we get revived unless it's her? So, wouldn't that work? Unless we need to die outside the school and not inside it? I'm still not sure about that. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure some dialogue earlier confirmed that, yes, if they die inside the school, they would still get reconstructed. I'm not quite sure about that, though. We'll see. Nozomi Kirifuji. I don't think she's pretending not to know me. Kaoru could never have put on an act this convincing. Is she really not Kaoru? Or maybe she's lost her memory. I think she feels like she... I'm not even going to fucking read this dialogue because I hate this. I love her, but I don't like this part of her personality. She's more cautious of me than ever now. At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her. I think she also feels like she knows him. And these 2 are making it difficult and need to just be nowhere near her, please. I love her, though. Okay, I wish I talked to her before this happened, so that I could get dialogue that isn't what I'd skip past from her, because I think I'd like most of her dialogue. I'm sure I would, but goddamn it, Brain. It's okay, though. I liked her fierce sprite there, so I'll be okay with that. God. Now... Okay, talk to everyone else first. I don't know why I didn't do that in the other room, but I was... Like, I basically woke up and got my bearings and then played, so... But, you know. Oh well. Moving on. Oh Jesus. The boosters fail because I need to fix them. So this is the biolab. Looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, just look at this equipment. It's hot with a capital A. Excuse me, sir. He's just horny about everything that's dangerous, I guess. Now that this room's open, we can whip up a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need... Oh, medical stuff. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our hemoenema a temporary boost. Okay, this is where you make all the stuff you can use with, what's that button called? Supplies or equipment or something? The X button thing. So, the 2 rooms that just opened are rooms where you use to make the things that you use with that button. I say it now. Both the trap stuff and the buffs. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities too. Nico did say there were facilities like this tucked away in dark corners of the school. It's pretty sweet. I finally get to see one. At least I can I guess Signal Last Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. Because it got exploded before that would happen. Enhancement development has been unlocked. You can access their... That does sound like it would be useful. But is it ethical? Why are you asking an assassin about ethics? I mean, come on. We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? You're worried about the morality of a little thing like that. You're not a Boy Scout, Takumi. Again, why the fuck would an assassin who loves killing, like, not just an assassin, but one who loves killing, why would you have a conversation with him about ethics? With everything in this lab, we have the potential to go much, much further. Poisons? Is that what he's talking about? Drugs? A lot of this stuff was developed as a result of illegal experiments on humans, so that's great. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. Now that research is all ours. The fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant, it's all right here at our fingertips. And what could we use it for? For a start, we can probably make some killer modifications to ourselves. Just like my family did to me. Oh! Stat boosts? Killer modifications, okay. Like, killer is in... the adjective, not the... noun? You mean like the way your arm stretches? Wait, his arm stretches? I don't think I've seen that. You know, it's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. What are these enhancements and what do they do? Well, I'd be gentle and I'd make sure any changes I made were tasteful. See, Takumi, you feel like discarding your humanity and your clothes and becoming something more?
Hey!
Absolutely not. Not interested. Just let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. Jesus Christ. Like, honestly, like, he creeps me out, but he's the exact kind of, like, hot psycho that I like. Like, more than Darumi. Like, a woman that acts like him, I would be far more turned on by than I would like to admit. Alright, I mean, granted, I'm bi. I lean much more in the woman direction, which is why I said that. But, I am bi, so, yes. Anyway, alright, I visited both the new rooms that were unlocked today. Guess I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. So yeah, it'll just give me free time, yes. Yeah, between all the arguing and the exploration, today's really taking it out on me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye, or are their attitudes towards fighting just too different? We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all others to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. I never thought of this as our responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end. A way for me to get home. Would I feel differently if I knew about world death? Yeah, it's fucking Suzuki. Was I ever going to find out what this war is all about? So at the door. I feel like it is. Why would I think so? Why would I fucking think so? Why would it not be Eito at this point? Why would the game not do that to me? Come on, you're smarter than this, dude. Good evening, Takumi. You have time to talk? No, it's you, Eito.
Oh.
You expecting somebody else, or to disappoint you? Or is it like that? What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it is like that, though. I just thought it'd be nice to chat a little. I never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Oh, really? I thought maybe you disappeared like Hiriko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? How'd you get separated from the group? Not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and woke up with an aching head. By then, I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. After that, Nigo found me and took me to the other school. Perhaps you got sent flying by the storm. It's possible, I guess. Can't think of anything else that would explain it. Again, it's really convenient that he's the one that keeps asking these things. To show concern and like, why would he ask these things if he knew because he did it? But I think he did it. I think he's trying really fucking hard to make sure that no one thinks he did it. But, like, that's exactly how you make me suspicious, at least. He does, I mean. Well, you're okay now. That's the important thing. But we're on the subject of the other school. What's going on between you and that Nozomi girl? When you're around her, you're different. Almost like she's special to you. But you seem troubled as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Although if it's something romantic, bear in mind, I don't have any experience in that area. Oh, was it that really it? No, not exactly. It's kind of weird, to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course. Now that I've been given the go-ahead, it all came spilling out. I told Daito about Karuha, my childhood friend I'd spent practically every day with back home for the war. That was the easy part. Then there was the matter of Nozomi and her uncanny likeness to Karuha. They were so alike that I couldn't accept that they were different people, no matter how much I tried. And as much as Nozomi looked and sounded like Karuha, she had no idea who I was. I told Daito all about this mystery and the theories I'd come up with, and how the whole thing was messing me up. You weren't kidding when you said it was weird. I thought maybe she has amnesia, but she's never mentioned hitting her head or having gaps in her memory or anything like that. Not that I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Ado, say something. Oh, sorry, this whole thing reminds me of a sci-fi novel I read a little while back. What happened in it? The main character ends up in a place that's both familiar and different. Parallel worlds are real! Of course Uchikoshi would do this. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds, or even the past or the future. They're alternate realities taking place at the same time as our own. Alternate realities? Morphogenetic fields! It's a fairly common trope, especially in these kinds of games. Depending on the story, a parallel universe could be completely alien or eerily similar to the reality we know. In the book I'm thinking of, the main character travels to another universe. He finds there's another version of himself there. Another him, living his own slightly differently. So, I feel like the Fire Boy might be another Takumi, because I swear to he looks very Takumi. Takumi-esque. You think that's the connection between Nozomi and Karuha? Like they're alternate versions of... Okay, that's possible. I think that it makes a lot of sense with Uchikoshi, for sure. Alternate versions of each other? I know it sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. It would mean Karuha and Nozomi are the same person, hence all the similarities. But at the same time, they're different. They've lived completely different lives. That would account for Nozomi not knowing you, don't you think? I don't know, Eito. Maybe that's how this stuff works in sci-fi, but I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life. Unfortunately, you are not in real life, sir. You're in an Uchikoshi game, which is by definition sci-fi. So sorry, but no, you're in a sci-fi story. This is probably at least something that could be. It's probably another one of those things that Uchikoshi loves to do, where the characters will speculate about what's going on in their situation, and they'll come up with a theory based on some scientific theory or some, like, you know, story trope or, you know, whatever, right? Usually some sort of scientific theory thing. And the whole idea of parallel worlds is definitely one of those. And then they'll explain that, and it would make sense in the situation, but it is not the truth. It is something else that gets revealed later. I feel like this is one of those. We'll see, though. I suppose you're right. It is a little unrealistic. Not that we're in reality, though. But the situation we're in is already pretty far removed from what we're used to consider reality. That's very true. Perhaps my sense of what is or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us lately. And the strange shit that you've done, I swear to God. He's right. If you told me a few weeks ago I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't believe that either. I feel like most people would have thought that was just some anime-fueled dream, because, yeah. Sorry for putting forward such a bizarre idea. I haven't been much help, have I? That's not true. It's really helped get all this off my chest. And it's such a weird story. Most people probably wouldn't believe me. I couldn't have told just anyone about this. I'm honored. And I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. You sure have been having some peculiar experiences. First the ghostly invader, and now this. Alright, I almost forgot about that thing. Again, I speculate that this is a Takumi, like, because look at his hairstyle, you know? Except he's got one eye covered. I still haven't figured out what it is, except not really covered because of anime style weirdness. I don't know what it is, but transparent hair so that you can see what's underneath is a very common thing that I don't really get. But it works, I guess? I don't know. I don't dislike it, but it's strange to me. And it's not like they always do that either, but they do oftentimes. Wait, you're gonna BRB. Oops, wrong one. You know what? I think I should just get rid of the stream starting one. I don't think I'll use that. I can re-add it if I think I'll use it, but... At the moment, I've just been starting normally, so... Starting, like, with the gameplay. So, there we go. Anyway, BRB. Wow. I do be return. Come on, there we go. Thought I was clicking the eye, but I was clicking just around it, I guess, for the first few times. I really do need to set a hotkey for that. I think you can do that. I think I need to do that. I think that's often what people get a Stream Deck for. Anyway, so maybe one day, but definitely not yet. Alright, I almost forgot about that thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. I haven't seen that invader since I got back, but the next time I do, I'm gonna make sure he answers for what he's done. Don't take any unnecessary risks. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know, I'll be careful. Yeah, I don't think we know how dangerous you might be either, my dude. I swear to God. Anyway, we'll see. Well then, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I should get going. Good night, Takumi. Sleep well. With that, Eito left, pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Parallel universes, alternate realities. Can any of it be true? In this game, yes, absolutely. But, is it? I think they're going to try to subvert it, but I think in some way, some of that is probably true. Especially since I know there's a flowchart in this game after the first 100 days, which is some ridiculous game length, even for these two guys. Even for especially Uchikoshi. Well, no, for especially Kodaka. Uchikoshi has some long-ass shit. I'm pretty sure AI2 is supposed to be really fucking... Well, I feel like the point that I got to at AI2 was really fucking long, and I think I've only gotten through halfway through the game, or something like that. Because I never even got to the Mizuki route, which goddamn I'm hyped for, but anyway. It sounds so bizarre, but the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Is that what's going on here? Are Karo and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same, but different. Either way, I won't be able to put this issue to rest until I talk to her about it myself. Even after venting to Eito, the frustration I was feeling still wouldn't go away. I turned in for the day and gradually fell into a light, fitful sleep. And I'm guessing... No? No dream. Interesting. Yeah, there's something up with that, and I have a feeling...
Up and Atom Troops! Time to rise and shine!
That she might have an inkling.
Get ready for your 31st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend a night. Be ready to give your life.
It's morning. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria as usual. Why does he have to say it so horribly when he's already forcing us to do horrible shit? Anyway. But yeah, the barbecue was Eito's idea too, so it all adds up, man. Like, he wanted to get rid of every authority figure and slowly, without being caught, and then just, you know, foiled because he was caught and killed maybe, or locked away, or kept to watch on, or something, you know. He wants to slowly, without that happening, weaken our abilities until we lose to the invaders. For some fucking reason. That's my guess, and again, it just continues making more sense that it's Eito. Now, granted, it's probably because that's kind of what I've been looking for, because I suspect him, but, like... Anyway. Right. Cafeteria, and there's not even anyone around in the hallways and shit. Okay.
Huh?
No, it's just us today. Yeah, no sign of the second campus guys anywhere. Just so you know, none of us picked a fight with them or told them not to come here. They're just plain old no-shows. And by me, who wants to deal with those jerks first thing in the morning? Everyone's turned so hostile lately. I love her. We can't go on like this forever. We're gonna have to talk things out with them eventually. You saw how things went down yesterday, Mr. Outsky. Does it really seem like they'll listen to our side of things? That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Our conversation was interrupted by the sound of the door opening as someone new came into the room. Okay. Oh, good morning. It's you, huh? What are you doing here?
Hey!
That could be nice. She can use the cafeteria if she wants.
Hey!
Oh, did you come to betray your friends and join our side? One of us, one of us. Is that? I'll disappoint you, but no. There's something I want to discuss with you. But first, everyone else, get into that habit so that I don't miss dialogue again. I hope she's not here to try to patch things up with us. I'm enjoying this sense of atmosphere way too. God damn it. Yes, I know you're a fan of this type of game, Darami, but like we're not a fan of being in this situation. We're not crazy like you, but I love her for that. I wonder about Nozomi once. She's really supposed to be a Danganronpa fan stereotype, though. I see it. I know what they're doing there. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly, but god damn it. What's the deal with those second campus guys? I guess we'd better hear what she has to say. What's Nozomi doing here? What does she want to talk about? I would like to make friends with the others, but there's nothing I can really do. Do we even need to reconcile with those ragtag misfits? There's nothing wrong with our two teams acting separately. I'm not buying this goody-goody act. She's just as bad as the rest of us. Jesus, Gaku. I mean, yeah, you'd be particularly defensive. I get it, but Jesus, man. I wish there was something I could do to smooth things over. And again, once again, self-esteem shit, so not gonna read it. What do you want to talk about, Nozomi? Are you finally gonna tell us the whole story about that world death thing? Sorry, I'd like to, but Kurara and the others are dead set against it. I know they can be difficult sometimes, but they're still my friends. I can't just go against their decision behind their backs. What do you want then? I was thinking, it might be a good idea to set different times for us to use the cafeteria, at least for a while. If our two groups stay separate, we can reduce the chances of things escalating like they did yesterday. Yeah, I guess there's something in that. It shouldn't be too hard to organize. Our group has a training routine we go through every morning. We're gonna keep that up here, so we won't need the cafeteria until later. Wow, you trained this early? That's the kind of dedication I can only dream of. No, you can. I'm getting much more dedicated to many things. I believe in Choba. I need Choba to have a training arc, damn it. In fact, I know he does because I saw one of Nico B's thumbnails, and it's I forget his name, but that guy in the background, motorcycle dude friend, training him, basically standing over him while he tries to use a dumbbell. I believe in him, and I'm really excited for that. Yeah, you sound like a walking recruitment poster. It's a lot of big talk from someone who can't even use Hemo Anima. Jesus, dude, fuck you. Okay. There's always bound to be some friction between two groups with competing values when two groups with competing values come together. It's like when two video game companies merge. I feel like these developers have experience with that, probably. I don't know exactly what the situation is with, like, Tokyo Games, but I know that, for example... Or no, it's 2Kill Games. I keep getting confused where the second O is for some reason. But I feel like there was some sort of merge that happened. Or was it really just that Uchikoshi and Kodaka ended up moving over there to make this game? I'm not quite sure what happened. And not permanently either, because I think that Kodaka is making a new game with Spike Chunsoft right now. Like, how the hell are they releasing so many games this year? Kodaka specifically, but like he is. I feel like a lot of these projects were delayed because of 2020. Oh, well, because of COVID, because that basically was a big delayer for 3 years at least, like, or at least 1 or 2 or 3, so... I think that maybe all these games coming out all of a sudden, like really back-to-back from the same companies, I think it's because of delays from that time. It makes a lot of sense. But either way, it's nuts to me that Kodaka's been able to release Tribe 9, this game, and I forget what it's called, but there's a game he's releasing in September, too. Fucking somehow. That man must be so goddamn overworked. But, like, welcome to the Japanese game industry, or anything industry, from what I understand. In fact, it is not uncommon for people to literally, well, maybe it's not that common, I fucking hope it isn't, but apparently it is not an even close to unheard of phenomenon for people in Japan to literally work themselves to death. I don't know if it's way too much stress, I don't know if it's not enough food or water or whatever the fuck, but apparently that is a thing that happens in Japan, and it's not that uncommon, and that's... whoa. Anyway. Anywho. There's always bound to be some friction between two groups of competing values. It's like when two video game companies merge. Sooner or later, one of their flagship series always ends up getting buried. Oof, this has got to be some sort of venting from these devs. Also, goddamn, that happens a lot. I feel sorry for the fans. This has got to be a fucking... what game are they talking about? I'm not sure. Is it Danganronpa? No. At any rate, I think it's best if we keep our distance until we've all calmed down a little. I think she's also trying to keep her distance from him, because I think she remembers and doesn't want to remember, because it's so different from what she remembers. Either that or he really does just... or either that or she really does just think he's being creepy, but I feel like there's more to it than that, because she's been so kind about it. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be going now. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think she remembers shit. I think she does, but really, really doesn't want to deal with it. Either that or she really does think he's being creepy. I don't know. But I think there's a reason she doesn't want him to know. Maybe she had dreams, but she doesn't think it would be good to tell him for some reason. That was fun, huh? It's like the agent sent the liaison officer to tell us to get our butts in gear and start up the killing game. I particularly hate her guts. No, she definitely doesn't. Why is something so insensitive? The queen needs to be alone with this. Oh my god. It's not even like that, but it sort of is, but it kind of isn't. But I'm tired of this trope. Can we just, like, stop? I know it's gonna get worse, though. I'm sure that's the best approach. I want to hug this man.
Hey!
I love how, like, it's a sigh, but he was like, oh my... But, you know, he would say hey to all that, I think. Because they were just talking about him while he was standing there, too. Ouch. You know, Zomi's doing all she can to avoid me. I'll never be able to talk to her at this rate. Shouldn't let this get me down. But there's so much else going on. Alright, what should I do today? Got plenty of free time to fill up. Cut. I highly doubt we're going to be able to just go talk to Nozomi. So... But I really think there's a reason. I think she might have remembered things, but decided that for some reason that they shouldn't be things that he should know. Maybe. It can't be as simple as she thinks he's creepy. She's too kind for that. Brain, please, what am I doing? Okay. Let's go hang out. Actually, wait, hold on. I've got new upgrades. I should see if I have the ability to upgrade some stuff. Because I feel like at this point I wouldn't have no ability to upgrade things. But I think I should probably go exploring. Because I don't think I've done that yet, and I think you can go out and do that. And get materials and stuff. Either way, also there's the ability to... Also I can hang out with Tsubasa. There's lots of possibilities, but yeah. For the moment, we'll start with... So, apparently you can enhance people. I kind of wonder what that's about in the biolab, but what I definitely want to make sure I do is... go to the garage Let's see if there's not the okay. I thought that was the garage for a second because Tsubasa was in there, but no, this would be it. No, that's the parking lot. There is what's the point of the parking lot? Why is there a parking lot? What does that do? I don't think I've ever been in here. Oh, it's where the bus is. That makes sense. Are we going to use it to do something? I feel like we're going to use that bus for something. We'll see. There's the garage. What's Gaku doing in here? Might as well talk to him and see what's up. Ugh. How can the guys in this school be so eager to fight? Were they brainwashed or something? I don't know why they don't want to tell us. Except for plot. God damn it. Oh no, that's that thing. Oh wait, is this just another place to upgrade your weapon? No. I don't know. I'm confused about why this exists, to be honest. Except for like be a room for us. So no, I don't think this place has any new functionality actually. Yeah, Who? I feel like Kurara is really useful as much as I dislike her, but I've already upgraded her. She keeps dying, but I really want to learn how to use her stuff. You know what? She's supposed to be a glass cannon, because look at this. I really want her to die less, or at the very least do more with dying. So... Inflict stun, which works with that, with blue-haired guys stuff. Again, I really want to use the heck out of her, and really well. So, this is probably way too much. And speaking of him... I was acting with 1 AP. Huh. 50% chance of gaining support status. Huh. I like the idea of counter-striking. In fact, hold on. Do any of us have that? Yes, we can do that. Oh, so Nozomi's been so useful. She doesn't have Counter-Strike bullets here. I've been using rescue bullets so much, and I will probably continue to. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't upgrade her. Yeah, I've upgraded them so much, I don't think I need new stuff right now. I've liked his stuff. I really like using Gaku because of his range. Let's see here. I really want to develop... Yeah, actually, the next person I want to develop a lot is him. because the damage to enemy from decreased movement. Unyielding spirit. He does have counter strike. Okay. Yeah. So I want to develop him because I want him to be around, like, not dying so much. Hopefully. Keep up some movement within a large area. Ooh. So she keeps enemies near her. I like that. Most volley of knives in a vertical line. These recovers 1 HP. Ooh. I'm glad I have all this stuff that I just haven't used. I think I thought I could only upgrade one thing or something, or I've done so many fights since the last time I upgraded anything that I don't know. But either way, yeah. Yeah, that one seems so good. Give me that. Allows boost chemo anima to unlock early strike. Allows use of intercept in battle. Intercept attack all enemies in range at start of player turn. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, and then with stay with me, if I can still do that after this. Yes, I can. Hello? I can actually do that a lot. And considering, yeah, she gets close to that as well, really often as well, which also fits her character, so. Guess I might as well do as much of this as I can. I'm now at the threshold where I don't really have resources. I'm not sure what the resources are, to be honest. All I know is I had it and I don't anymore. But yeah, okay, cool. I upgraded so much shit. That'll probably help a lot of shit. Okay. Are there any more? Yeah, now I'm really getting deep into, where's the training room again? Is that it? Training room. Yeah, these two rooms are unlocked. See, the defense room is here. I don't know if we'll ever get access to it, for what reason, but... And for what reason, if so, but we'll see. Where the heck is the training room? Voice master, final room. War room. Infirmary, rec room, leisure room. Boys bathroom. Yeah, okay. Door. Oh, no, the defense room is... Where's the training room? That's everyone's rooms. Is it this middle? No, that's the gym. There is a gym. Okay. We don't have access to that yet. Oh, but they're in there. Got it. But I can't, can I? Oh, there's the train. Brain, please. I am fine. I promise. I just get very confused sometimes. It's like often, honestly, to a degree that I feel like most people don't, or at least the way that they act when I get that confused. I feel like most people do not have the kinds of issues I have with just overwhelm and confusion and, I don't know, just getting really slow all of a sudden about things sometimes and not noticing stuff sometimes. It just goes on and off, on and off. Anyway. Okay, yeah, nothing new here. I could probably do them again, but I don't feel like there's a reason for that. I don't know. Okay, so I can hang out with people. I just upgraded people so much, though. Could I make stuff? Wait, do you spend time? I think you do spend time making stuff with people. I also don't really feel like I should have a whole lot of materials right now, but maybe I do. I feel like I should go exploring. I don't know. I think I can. Okay, you know what? I'll go exploring when I cannot really make much at all for anyone. That's what I'll do. I like that. And that'd be the rec room, I believe. Yeah. I got that. That's probably for Ato. I think. Because he liked the reedy, and he's in the library right now. I gotta remember that he said he's read a lot of books. A Rubik's Cube. I have one of those in real life. I'm trying to learn how to speed cube, but it's a whole thing. But it's very fun. And like, I'm sub 2 minutes right now, if you know what that means. Basically, I've learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube in less than 2 minutes. But what I'd really like to see is how close I can get to where the world record computers are at, which is literally sub 5 seconds. Which, I don't know, but I'd love to see if I can get there, ever. Or, like, even sub 30 seconds I'll be happy about. I'm just saying it, I want to keep fiddling with my cube in its current state. But I won't do that too much. I want to solve this. I know how to solve the rest of this right now. And I just really want to, and I've been thinking about it. Solve the rest of it. Almost. This is really satisfying to me. Solve these things and do it faster. So, alright, moving on. Coke's song compilation. Don't know who would like that. If I know who would like that and I know I haven't given it to them before, I'll make that first. Then I'll see what happens if I give them something I'm pretty sure I've given them before. I've already given her that. So, sewing kit, Gaku. No, I already did that for him though. Toolkit. My brain goes, Tsubasa. I'll try that first.
Is this for me?
I knew.
Wow! You have no idea
Yeah.
how happy you just made me.
I figured. There you go, some new tools for you. Cute. I might as well just use free time to give people stuff. Also, could I upgrade Tsubasa now? Is that how that works? Let's see, hold on. If I go back to the garage, which makes a lot of sense that I just gave her new tools and she's now in the garage, probably using them. That's what modifications you come to the right place. I'm gonna actually want to modify yours. Okay, no. I'm still not quite sure how to do all that. Like, I need more of that stuff, and how do I get it again? I forget. By fighting, maybe? I don't know. Hanging out with people? I think it's when you deliberately hang out with people. Because isn't that green symbol similar to that red symbol? I can hang out with Ato. I want to make people stuff, though, but, I'm gonna keep making people stuff. For now. Wait, do I get... Hold on. First of all, those two. So, Ato scares me. I'm curious about him, but I really want to hang out with the people that I really like. Which includes this guy. Where is he? There he is. Takimaru. I'm trying to remember his name. I don't know why I keep forgetting this poor man's name. But, Takimaru. Design this hallway is the fucking tits. Love how shiny it is. I swear to God, for some freaking reason, I'm forgetting this guy's name more than other people's. I don't in this game, and I don't know why. There seems selected decor here. Talk about terrible taste. Yeah, there we go. Keyword. Excuse me. Oh God, I needed to write that down. Fuck my dick. I'm gonna look up the keywords. I'm not gonna remember them. Unless it's gonna tell me what they are.
Heady soldiers,
Because
it's time to hit
there's
the
no
hay.
way that those are not things you have to enter later, because this is an Uchikoshi game.
You never know when the invaders might
yeah.
attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
You know, wait, hold on. Hold on a fucking secundo. Oh shit, well, no, it's literally, it was just a generic bed message, I'm sure it was, but whoops. I just really want to see, I don't know why I just ended up skipping probably new text.
Get ready,
I know this is
be ready to
skippable, but the only day I care about seeing is day 69's. I hope I remember on that day. I think I will absolutely remember on that day. Although, now she'll be there today. Yeah. I think we will be cafeteriaing every morning still right now. Yeah. I can at least go talk to whoever I might want to. They might be chilling in the hallway, which is her. Okay, yeah, okay, she is that way. But I feel like she should be right next to the travel point in the hallway because of how she's situated there. I wish they were closer to where they actually look like they should be on the map, but maybe they are, and I just have terrible, like, spatial recognition, which is pretty true, honestly. I've gotten, I think, a little bit better at it because of video games, but it's always been a big impairment of mine. It goes along with everything else that's, like, up with my brain, which is unfortunately a lot of shit, really. Like, I had to have an IEP. I have, I think, a few minor mental disabilities altogether, so it's all great and wonderful. Anyway. Found it all. Is this Lady Kurara's doing? Her mischief truly knows no bounds. Hey, Kyoshika, what's the matter? Somebody has absconded with the holy Jumanji sword while I was in the bathroom. I let this slide the last time Lady Kurara pulled this trick, but this time I'm really gonna make my displeasure known. Wouldn't it be easier to just take your sword into the bathroom with you?
Oh.
Take her with me. Surely you just, Sir Takumi. Such a thing would be the height of impropriety. Besides, I'd be far too embarrassed to think she was watching me doing this. She's not... Your sword isn't actually a human. But I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Excuse me, I must be going. Jesus, because everyone hates everyone else now as far as on the other sides. Again, the tension seems to be artificial. And I don't really like it. Tension seems to mostly be perpetrated by Kurara, which is another reason to hate her. Anyway, I thought, it's just the original team from this school here today. Disomi did say she tried to keep the two groups separate, and it only figures that she's not here. So, not like I care or anything, but those guys really train every morning. It's not like I care either, but yeah, I heard them going at it when I passed the gym earlier. I actually don't care. I'm not even being coy about it. That's some impressive work ethic, though. You guys are talking an awful lot about something you claim not to care about. Seeing other people working hard really makes you feel like garbage, huh? Or is that just me? It's fucking, yeah, honestly. But I'm working better. I'm working at it. Whatever, man. Training only gets you so far. In a real fight, it all comes down to guts. Shoma? Are you good, Ben? I don't think so. He's never really good, but... Shoma? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. It's okay. I didn't just space out like that. My head just kind of went blank. Maybe I contracted a disease that makes my brain melt from lack of use. Either way, it's nothing serious. I think I've contracted that disease. Anyway, it sounds incredibly serious. It's melting again. Quick, someone cut off his head. The revival medic will fix it when it puts him back together. Probably maybe 50-50 chance. Okay, no. It seems implied that if you die here, in here, they'll still do it. The revival medic. You can't solve all your problems with beheadings. She's gonna try, though. Or at least try to convince everyone else to do it. But Mr. Giganzaki barely contributes anything useful, even when his brain's solid. Look who's fucking talking, though, dude. I think we're safe to just ignore it. Keep ignoring it. Someone's gonna call you out on that, though, right? Dude, that's so harsh. I can't say I 100% disagree, but still. Fushim has always been on the quiet side, but this goes way beyond that. The fuck's going on? None of us were really sure what to do about him. We ate fast and left him to work it out on his own. Once breakfast was over, we all went back to our rooms for a while. What now? We're still no closer to patching things up with the team from the other school. We can't let things continue as they are, but how can I get two such different groups to get along? Guess I'll just have to try whatever I can my own way. But for the moment, we can't do anything about it, so I'm gonna make something else for someone. Okay. Festival goods. Don't know who'd like that. Yet. Planisphere. You can find the constellations. Don't know. Owl. For engineers, it's heat resistant and durable. These are perfect for grabbing hot metal and wiping off oil. Okay. There's another one for Tsubasa, but I'm trying to find one for someone else right now. For the beauty conscious, I think Daramine might like that. She keeps talking about her makeup. Medical tools. I don't know. Replica infuser, I have no idea. Party poppers. I think a lot of this stuff I could make with stuff that I don't have, so that's when I'd have to go out. I don't know. Dumbbell. Ooh, Takamaru, Mithunks. So I think I might do that. But if there's one I'm even more, like, called a woman's dress. For those who plan to marry, as well as those who don't, but just want to try it out. I have no idea. Men's swimsuit. Men's swimsuit. I have no idea. I have like a fire extinguisher. Bypass the wall of fire. I don't know. Iron Maiden. I feel like Darumi like that, or maybe blue-haired guy. I forget his name. Trash can. Oof. What? I know Shoma would like this, but fuck that. That feels bad just giving that to him. I want one that isn't about self-esteem to give to him. Can I do that? Tiger helmet. I think Takamaru? I finally remembered his name, at least. Driving gloves. Definitely Takamaru. High heels. No, these do more damage than normal high heels. I feel like, I don't know, my brain went Kiriko, but she's dead? Question, I think so. Hairband. I know who'd probably like those, but next in game console, no idea. All the kids have ever released their sword. I want to be there. Digital camera takes unbelievably clear pictures at any zoom ratio. Compact camcorder comes with a large capacity memory card and 2 batteries, all for one great price. I have no idea. Who likes cameras? I don't know. Analytical machine. Analyze anything by reading its data. Like rich use it on a treasure map. Where it might get rich. Gaku? This journal. Plain looking journal. Graphic novels, sad. Oh, I have to. Cause like, I have to try Samurai Lady. Oh wait, I can't cause we're beefing with them now. Fuck me! Damn it! Ah! I wish I could go back. Wait, can't I load? Hold on. Penis balls. How about her? Maybe. Okay, now I know. I can't give them to them because
Not the
they're...
best thing in the world, but
Okay, so... She doesn't hate it. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. I cannot give gifts to them. Okay. I didn't realize that before, but now I know. I probably can only give gifts to them when we're not beefing anymore. So, I'm just gonna keep giving gifts to our people until I can't make any more new ones. Well, or maybe old ones too. Because I do want to at least see what giving an old one will do, if anything. He's even in there. Could hang out with her, but I just got creativity from her yesterday, so yeah. Okay. I could just give that to her in here. Or the other thing I think she'd like. I'll just do the dumbbell. But I almost know talking about it like that.
Whoa!
Yep.
This is seriously funky.
Mm.
You know just what I like, Takumi.
Funky is a weird way to put that. But you're welcome.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the... Well, then.
Like at home. Kill the Karo knows you anything was wrong, right? Anyway, I'm going to bed. And my 32nd day. Yeah, I don't think it's as simple as you can just go back home. Yeah,
Hey.
god damn it.
What's up?
did you get any chocolate today?
Huh? Chocolate?
You know, it
Oh,
is Valentine's Day
God,
after
this
all.
after... fuck this. I mean, of course they want you to feel...
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind.
'Cause they can do
Anyway, I don't think I got any. How about you?
No, of course not. It's against...
Then why'd you ask?
Sorry.
Oof.
Guess I wasn't thinking.
God. Y'all should have been dating years ago, but Taki was dumb. Not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends with a little, but as they get older, they tend to start noticing the difference between each other more and more, and drifting apart. It's not how it was with me and Karoa. We were close all through elementary school and junior high. Of course, doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just one of the family, but after puberty hit, yeah, I was aware of the differences between us, alright. Even then, there was one thing that didn't change. Car and I were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year. I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
Huh?
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any. She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
Aw. I feel this, because my dad's sort of like her mom in that way.
Oh, it was for your mom.
Mm.
Eh, that's pretty cool, though.
Mm.
Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care?
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her.
Oh my
Here.
god, cute.
For me.
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
That's fucking cute.
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
What?
Yeah, sure. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay. If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me
Oh my
the
God,
stars
cute.
someday. Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
An astro what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far away. I read about it in one of those old books in the library. I'd love to use one to look up at the night sky one day. That'd be so cool.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
I can dream, can I?
What?
Honestly, Tacky, you've got no imagination.
What?
Shut up.
Cute, but oof. Just oof. Why do you have to remember that after this? Also, the telescope. think that's
Get
important.
ready for your third. Prepare to be ready to give your.
I was surprised I dreamed about Karo again, the way she's been on my mind so much lately. Really brings home how like she and Nozomi are, though. No, like isn't the word for it. They're exactly the same. The parallel universe theory is starting to look more and more attractive. But if Nozomi is an alternate version of Karo, what's she doing here? Is it just coincidence that I happen to know the other her? Thinking about this isn't gonna get me anywhere. I should head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. You wonder. Huh. What are you doing here? Put those eyes back in your head, peasant. You look like a middle-aged hotel manager who's just been caught peeping on his guests. This is not a way to try to reconcile Moaman. I was about to say I'm a dude, but she's not a dude. This is Sir Takumi. Sure you'd never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night was like... I know not what you think you saw, but I assure you you're mistaken. So she literally uses her sword for a dildo. Okay, cool. Thank you, game. I will think about that image probably far too much while doing something. I didn't say anything. If you thought I said a sentence there, you're actually wrong. Oh, I'm actually curious now. And for the record, we're not here to catch things up with you guys. We're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want you to hear, all of you. Excuse me? Again, it's always Ato, and then someone dies. That, like, does something like this for everyone, and it's so important that we all need to be here. Shoma was acting strangely yesterday. He tried to brush it off, but I pressed him on it. And he finally told me what was bothering him. Shoma had another dream, one that unearthed a repressed memory. But first... Sorry with her to reconcile for that one time that I did. I don't know what you think you saw last time, but your mistake. Yes, I said this around the place. Yes, we know you ride your sword like a dildo every night. Okay, I understand that. Or like grind on it. And both, probably. Anyway. What's all this stuff about dreams and memories? Does Shoma have some kind of special ability you didn't tell us about? We're here because of that shrimpy little pill bug, right? What's he want? What's all this about? Shoma unlocked a repressed memory? What's the deal with getting us all together for this? Didn't we decide it was just a regular dream last time? Shoma's been acting weird lately. Maybe now he's gonna explain why. Another dream memory. What was the first one again? I forgot about it already. It was the pods thing. Is Shoma right? A dream unlocking repressed memory? I thought we resolved this issue already. Shoma had another dream, one that another repressed. Yes, you said that. That was Shoma this time. I don't like that some of these are redundant and some of them aren't, but oh well. Basically, if the person already talked, they probably don't have anything new to say, but I would like to check anyway. But anyway. I actually need to BRB